Okay, and we need to level them up. However, before we level them up, let's go ahead and do Druid's character. So, for that, I will need to scroll up in chat and find what Nicaea told me. So, Druid is going to have their character named Dawn. Instant Judgment Feat, Short Spear or Long Spear, Breastplate Armor, Heavy Shield, if you chose Short Spear, and Buckler if you choose Long Spear. Let me go ahead and just tab out for a hot sec. There we go. And I've got the information there. Let me there was in Kingmaker, but it was DLC. Oh yeah, it was the Tiefling sisters, right? I can't remember their names. It was Kalenike or something like that. Could be making that up, but I think it was something like that. That was actually pretty good DLC. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a lot. It because it wasn't DLC that was exclusive to like one part of the story. Like it went through the entire game, and sort of you unlocked more content to the DLC as you played, which was good. It wasn't just like a one-off sort of like you sit down, play the DLC, and it's done. I need brave and experienced fighters. Yes, let's do it. Okay, so let me see, people. So her name is Dawn. She's an Inquisitor, a Sanctified Slayer. She's a half-elf. Her alignment is chaotic good. Okay, let's find her portrait. There we go. That's her portrait. She is an Inquisitor. She's a Sanctified Slayer. Okay. Let me see. She is half-elf. Okay, basic, dual heritage. Oh boy. Let's have a look at. So for that we get an extra skill focus. Okay, looks like an Aasimar. Oh, what the portrait does? It does look somewhat like an Aasimar. I think it's more. I think with this sort of artwork, with it being like very, very, like it strikes me as being like very holy. You know, it does look like the backdrop of a holy order of some sort. And I think with the armor as well. The only thing, in fact, well, no. Then again, the eyes are standard. Either way, half elf it is. So half elf, racial heritage. Let me just have a look through these, because actually I haven't really looked into half elf in Wrath of the Righteous. Dual heritage, elven magic, plus 2 racial bonus on caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance. You know, I might go with that. Let me have a look at kindred raised. Loses keen sense of, yeah, no, I don't want to lose the elven immunities. I'm not really bothered about charisma, I don't think. Let's go ahead and, oh boy, so she's an Inquisitor, so it stands to reason that maybe, right, let's have a look in regional first. Warrior, explorer, peasant, corsair, daredevil, wanderer, historian, scholar, hunter, orphan. Right, so there's nothing like specifically holy. So maybe the best thing to do is to go with one of these. And I think probably acolyte. Then again, Divine Scholar. can brew potions as well that way. That might be useful. Persuasion and knowledge of the world. Persuasion and trickery. I kind of think emissary. Maybe I can help you. Yeah, abyssal. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think for Dawn? Like I say, this is Druid's character, so you might very well have a better idea than me. But yeah, Nicaea gave me some ideas, but Druid posted like the specifics or some specifics in the Discord. Let me scroll up and have a look what Nicaea said. Yeah, so Nicaea mentioned what sort of armor she would have. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and let's put, because I don't know if it's really going to matter all that much. Let's go with Acolyte. I can use Wisdom instead of Charisma, and Wisdom is actually going to be pretty important. So yeah, we're gonna yeah, that's probably a good one to go with. Let me see. Okay, so let's get the Wisdom right up there then. Or at least pretty high. Now, she is going to be in heavy armor. She's going to be using a spear. She worships Sarenrae. Either Divine Scholar or Acolyte. I'll go with Acolyte because it helps to switch having Persuasion and Religion as skills. But then also being able to use her main ability score focus for Persuasion checks is pretty good. So yeah, we'll go with that. Right, so she's going to be using a spear of some sort. So let's put that like there. I think we're going to dump intelligence. No, we might actually... Because of her... Because of her racial bonus, she will have immunity to being charmed, I believe. So therefore, charisma probably isn't too important. That's my thinking right now. Tell me if I'm wrong, people. Let's go with like something like that, maybe. Maybe bump up. Yeah, I think something like that. Leave dexterity as it is. Nice constitution bonus. Strength. Wisdom. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's leave it as it is. Okay, so, oh wow. All skills are... we can pick from all of them. I think we're going to go ahead and go with... Oh, geez. Athletics. 2 more to go with. Let's go with athletics. Let's go with religion. Yeah, let's go with religion. Religion, athletics, possibly perception. Let's have a look if we've got any of the custom characters that have decent... Glade has pretty damn good perception, so no, let's leave that. Maybe persuasion. I think persuasion. I think athletics, religion... Nope. We'll leave Flanders as the face. Athletics, religion, and mobility, because we're going to get 3 points of mobility. We'll get that extra AC. That extra AC point, which will help, because she is going to be like a frontline fighter. And let me go ahead and scroll up in chat. Nicaea said that she wants... Which feat was it? The instant judgment feat? When do we... I don't think that's unlockable at first level, is it? Wait, what? Instant judgment feat? It's not showing up. Is that even a feat in the game? I don't think it is. Or at least it's not showing up. I can always respec if I do something wrong, or I can pick it at a later level. Could just be that it's at a later level. Oh, oopsie daisy. There we go. But yeah, so let's go with proficiency for heavy armor. Hello there, Druid. How you doing? You feeling a little bit better? Hopefully. Certainly hope so. Heavy armor. You're making Dawn. I am indeed making Dawn. We've got heavy armor proficiency, so we can go ahead and pop her in some heavy armor. Nicaea said heavy armor. If it's a short spear, then it will be a full shield. If it's a long spear, then it will be a buckler. So, actually, I don't know if we can have a buckler and a long spear, but either way, we'll look. It's going to be Sarin Ray for the deity, known to have faithful as the Dawnflower, the Healing Light, and the Everlight. Sarin Ray is a goddess who teaches temperance and patience in all things, which is the same deity as Sarah follows. Let me see. Yeah, being good. Good to hear, Druid. Good to hear. I did a mistype. I forgot instant judgment doesn't exist in the game. Oh, okay. Well, we've went with armor proficiency, heavy armor. If there's any other feats that you would like, feel free to either let me know now or even better, pop them in the Discord, whichever works. So just go with whatever fits with Dawn. We'll go with heavy armor at level 1, so we can put you straight into some heavy armor, I think. So Sarin Ray. Oh boy, domains. Which domain do you think, Druid? I mean, Dawn makes me kind of think like Sun, possibly? Fire. Fire it is. Okay, spells. Oh boy. It's nice to have an Inquisitor in the pie. So, let me see. If she is a fire domain, do we have any... her deity is the sun deity. Yeah, that's what made me think maybe Sun plus her name is Dawn. That's what made me think she would maybe go with... her domain would be Dawn, Sun domain. Right. Let me see. So, Bane fills your enemies with fear and doubt. They take a -1 penalty on attack rolls and on saving throws against fear effects. That could be... So let's say, to kind of simplify the way I'm thinking about the characters, if Sarah is the buff, like is the member of the party who is buffing her allies and keeping them alive, I would imagine that Dawn is the total opposite of that. She is debuffing the enemies using her Inquisitor spells. So therefore, I'm going to go ahead and pick Bane. And let me see. Bane and maybe Cause Fear. Couple the two together. So that's a -1 on attack rolls and -1 penalty on saving throws against fear effects. So let's go ahead and go with Cause Fear as well, I think. They should pair nicely. Chaotic Good, I believe. Chaotic Good it is, indeedy. Okay. Okay, so I really want to get a helmet. Oh, I want to get a few helmets in fairness, because there's a couple characters that need helmets that don't have them. So I am thinking, taking a look at the character artwork now, quite rosy skin. Something like that, I think. Or maybe that. Possibly that. Right, tell you what, guys. I believe I need to go ahead and put the dog into another part of the house so he can chill out. And he's free to go outside if he wants to. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a short little break here. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, if even that. But yeah, I'll be right back, okay? Let me just go ahead and... yeah, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Okay. That was easy. Okay, right. So number 9 looks good. Okay. As for the face, she has quite like a like an intense stare. And I believe there are some faces that have pretty intense stares. So let's have a look through. That looks like her eyes are wide and surprised there. Maybe like that. I thought there were more options to choose from. Obviously not for half health, which is a shame. Only 5 options to pick from. I think like that, because once we've got a helmet on, you won't be able to see her hair. I actually don't know if there's any open face helmets. We'll have to keep an eye out. No scars, I don't think. At least not on the artwork. Can we see the eye colour? It looks blue to me. Blue or green, possibly. Let's see. Druid says 4 looks good. Okay, let's stick with 4 then. Hey, Druid, what do you think for the eye colour? To me, it looks like there may be blue or green in the artwork, but if you think differently, then let me know. Oh, we actually have put a scar on by accident. So maybe like 3? Like that? Okay. Hairstyle. Shouldn't matter too much because we'll be putting a helmet on, but still I want the character to look how you imagine. First of all, what colour hair does she have? Can we see any hair in the photo? For some reason I'm thinking like dark hair, like very dark brown or black. Short hair. Okay. What colour would it be? So is that... oh no, that's cropped. That's like a crop cut. Okay, so there's like that. That's short. That's sort of like medium length. I wouldn't say that's short. Black or brown. Okay, let's go ahead and... that's very... ooh, very dark brown. Looks pretty cool. Okay. That's not really short. It's a ponytail. That's reasonably short, but not like... not as close as the crop. Oh, there's bald. Bald is an option. I kind of wish that they would have added like stubbled head, like, you know, when you've got like a really short buzz cut. Something like that would have been cool in the game. So as for short haircut or shorter haircuts, because obviously they're not really short. 7. That's this one. Okay, cool. There's no war paint on her, and there doesn't. Yeah, no, there doesn't appear to be any tattoos on her. But I mean, then again, there might be. Let's see. There we go. Cloves color. I'm seeing blue and I'm seeing a little bit of red. So let's try and see how much we can affect the... Right, so I'm thinking that red. Which bit does this affect though? No, actually, you know what? I'm thinking that should be blue. Where? Let me just see. Let's make it yellow. Nope, I still can't see it. What is getting changed when I click this? Am I just blind or? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and make the secondary color red, because I think when I start adding armor onto the character, the armor will take the color, the primary and secondary color into account, whereas the base clothes might not. So let me go ahead and put that and that. So we have blue and red, even though the red's not really visible on the base clove selection or clothing selection. Either way.
A mere flesh wound.
Ooh, voice. Okay, so confident.
Follow if you dare.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
Our path leads on. I stand ready.
No contest. Let's move already. Enemy approaching!
Away, you rascal!
What's that glitter?
What do you think, Druid? Aggressive? Aggressive it is.
I lead, you follow. I won't take that.
Definitely sounds inquisitorial. I like it. Okay, name is Dawn. Oh, not Daub, Dawn. And it is the 22nd of Calistral. Today. Okay, so I think that's everything, right? We haven't missed any points or anything. The portrait's done. The level is done. Dawn the Sunspear. Dawn the Sunspear. Okay. Dawn the Sunspear. Actually, that's a... Is there a month called Sunspear? No, they're all named after the gods, aren't they? Never mind. Never mind. Also, no shield. Oh, you don't want a shield. Just a spear. Okay, we'll go with a long spear then, because I don't think you can have a shield or a buckler with a long spear. I think it's a two-handed weapon. So we'll go with a long spear. Okay, so Dawn the Sunspear, 22nd of Calistral.
Heal me quickly.
And I think loving the bonus to religion. I think that might be the highest we've got for religion so far. Yeah, it is. It's even higher than Sealers. Also, athletics is going to come in very handy. Very high compared to everyone else, but once we put that armor on, it will still be higher than the rest of the parties, but it'll probably go down a little bit. But we've got a couple of levels to beef that up, so it shouldn't be a problem. I think we're at level 3 now, right? So I can just level these guys up. Okay, so hop into inventory. Let's level them up. So, Sanctified Slayer, level 2. Let's go with athletics, mobility, religion. Oh, we have one other point. What are we going to put it in? Maybe stealth? Purely so that... I'm thinking purely so that we don't end up... So that we don't end up getting seen as often, because lately it seems as though we're not doing very well on stealth checks. Her backstory in a nutshell is that she was so close to the top demon cultist from summoning demons, but she was too late, and she was so close to... So, like, her spear was 1 inch away from the cult leader's eyes. Oh my god. So, so essentially, her backstory is that she could have potentially turned the tide of the battle in Canabras, I'm assuming. When the demons invaded, like, she could have turned the tide of the battle, but it was just, she was just like that 1 second too late. Damn, that's a lot of guilt for a character to carry around, you know? Oh boy, I like it. Right, yeah, let's pop into stealth. Yeah, so then at least we get up to neutral 0. Okay. Let me see. Oh, well, I mean, in terms of spell options, Druid, feel free to recommend any spells. Otherwise, I think my idea of like what to do with the character is basically going to be using them as a debuff, and then coupling a debuff character, but then coupling those debuffs, such as Bane, with Cause Fear and things like that. Taking advantage of the debuffs to have the most effect on the enemies. Essentially, she's going to be a badass that can kill enemies and terrify them very easily. That's kind of what I'm thinking. She's going to be like the like Doom. This spell fills a single subject with a feeling of horrible dread that causes it to become shaken. So basically, she's the badass on the battlefield that everyone is terrified of, including her allies. Like, they know she's good. They know she's there to support them, but at the same time, they're kind of scared of her. Before the spear reached the cult leader's eye, she was grabbed mid-air by 5 demons. Oh, fuck. Like imps? Or something like that. There was a lot of I can't remember the name of them. They're really tall and like skinny, and they've got long heads. They're like bright red and they have yellow eyes. I can't remember what they're called for the life of me. They wield spears, I think. But yeah, I can't remember what they're called. But I think we'll be encountering lots of those in the game. Right, so Doom it is. Okay. Sanctified Slayer level 3. So, athletics, mobility. Do I want to... Yeah, so we've got 3 points in mobility now. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll ditch mobility at the next level and we'll go into stealth instead. Because now that we've got those 3 points, I believe that means we've got 1 extra AC one extra armor class point. So we don't need to worry about that now. We've got what we want out of that. So we can go athletics, stealth, and religion as her focus points. Weapon focus. It's gonna be a sheer. It's gonna be a spear, right? So long spear. That's what I'm thinking. Long spear it is. Teamwork feat. Ooh, teamwork. So her backstory in a nutshell, is that she has been investigating a demon cult and she was close to stopping the summoning, but she was too late. Oh damn! So that's her reason for going on the Crusades, right? Like, she was so close to preventing it, but it still happened. And so maybe, I don't know, like maybe she's carrying like the guilt of like, I was so close, I could have stopped this, and that's why she's ended up in Flanders' party. Because she realizes that, like, well, this guy's going out there and he might be a bit of a dumbass, but he's going out there and actually doing something about it rather than just trying to defend the tavern. I don't know, maybe it's something like that. The guilt was heavy on her shoulders. I can imagine, like, essentially feeling as though you could have prevented everything that's happening. Boy. Let me see. So teamwork feat. I very rarely focus on teamwork feats, but since Dawn is going to be given a teamwork feat as a result of her class, I think we're probably going to try and come up with some bonuses between a few of them. Whenever you're adjacent to an ally who also has this feat, you receive a 2 competence bonus to your combat maneuver defense. Okay, coordinated maneuver. That's not going to be applicable because we're not going to be using a shield. Shielded caster might be good. What about allied spellcaster? Also, she uses she used a short spear when she tried to kill the cult leader. Oh, she switched to a long spear because she's like, if I was that 1 inch, if I had that 1 inch extra on my weapon length, I would have killed that bastard. That was actually quite a cool little bit of backstory, that like, oh, I did use a short spear, now I use a long spear because I make sure that I hit my enemy when I go for them now. Allied spellcaster, let's do it. I'll probably put that on Sarah as well then. So they've both got allied spellcaster, and I'll probably throw that on any spellcasters we have, plus maybe one or two of the melee classes if possible. Right, so remove fear, shield of faith, stunning barrier, true strike. I feel like we're kind of going down like a enchantment and necromancy focus build, and I don't have anything against that. I think that's probably a good idea for the character. I think maybe inflict light wounds or magic weapon. You know what? I think I'm going to go with maybe magic weapon. Light wounds. Let's do it. Let's go with light wounds. I think it makes sense because we can probably pick up a feat that makes necromancy spells even more potent. So let's do that. I suppose it's a good idea to kind of focus on one school of magic and get added bonuses to it. Okay, so that's level 3. Is that? Yeah, that's it. That's up to the rest of the party's level.